Hello everyone, welcome to Learn for Exam. I am Atrya Roy, and in this video I am going to talk about a very special routine that a lot of students have been pinging me. So I thought to make a video and post it here, right? So here I'll be discussing about a CAT aspirants or whatever exam you are taking. What should he do on a daily basis according to the level where he stands, right? That is much more important. Right, but before I start, let me tell you about the L4E app. It's available in iOS Store and the Google Play Store. You can download it and reap all the benefits like free videos, tests, and everything. Right, so let's start. So what are the prerequisites for this plan? You have to have a final target, right? And this target should be based on what number of questions you would be doing, by how much time do you want to finish the syllabus, and all sorts of things. So that would essentially mean that you should have a weekly or a monthly schedule, right? And you should keep all the resources at one place. ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए that you have a book here, then you do not have mocks yet with yourself, then you do not have a certain number of copies where you can practice. So please keep all your resources at one place. This is more of a requirement than a requisite. Okay? And daily plan needs to be charted out. Now I've given you a image here that I essentially use for my students. So let's say when I teach percentages, I need to make sure that I teach all these 5 concepts, right? This should be at your end as well, to learn all these 5 concepts taking every chapter. So let's say today in the morning you've decided to complete percentages. You need to ensure that what should you read in percentages and make a list of those topics, because you would not want to miss out on any topic, right? Now let's start about quants. I've divided the entire table in 3 parts. First, for people who have quants their weakest. Then for people जो weak भी नहीं है, जो उतने अच्छे भी नहीं है, and for people who are very very good at quants, right? Every one of you would be lying in amongst these 3 sections only. कोई इसके बाहर नहीं lie करेगा. So let's go about one by one. जो भी आपका weakest section है, this is just one time. जो भी आपका weakest section है, you should either do it the first thing in the morning when you start studying, or whenever you start studying. Let's say you have work and you cannot study in the morning, in the evening when you start studying, do that first. जो भी आपका weakest section है, you always have to do that first when you start your studies, right? If you have a subject which is weakest, you have to invest 2 hours, around 2 hours daily. Now this can increase or this can decrease based on what life are you leading, right? If you are a college student, you have a lot of free time. However, if you are a working personnel, you won't be getting that much time. So uske accordingly ye divide hona chahiye. Then what should be the number of questions? 20 questions on a daily basis practice करना पड़ेगा. And जो questions होगा, that should be more of L1. L1 मतलब level 1, जो basic questions होते हैं, easy to moderate वाले जो questions होते हैं, उनको ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा practice करो. That would ensure that you have a grasp over the topics. For people who have moderate, who are moderate in quantitative ability, they can put somewhere around 1.5 hours and practice 15 questions. Division of questions would be according to this difficulty level. That is level 1 20%, level 2 50%, level 3 30% of the total questions. The people who are strongest in quants, they do not have to essentially put a lot of time in quants, right? 1 hour is sufficient, 15 questions a day is sufficient. L1 questions 10% practice karo, L2 questions 50% karo, L3 level 3 questions 40% karo. This would ensure that you are ready for the real exam. अगर तुम L1 questions ज़्यादा करोगे, exam पे वैसे questions ज़्यादा नहीं आते, right? So you always have to be ready. Now process is very simple and there's a flow to it. If you are weakest in, let's say, quants, after 1 month of practice and study, you would come to the second level. That is, you would become moderate, right? After another 2 months, let's say, you would become strong. And then with fine tuning and all those stuffs, you would go to the next phase, right? Let's discuss about LRDI. Now, if you are weakest in LRDI, I've mentioned these remain same, right? Number of hours that you need to put is 1.5 hours. 4 sets करने पड़ेंगे. Now, for people who are very very weak in LRDI, I always tell them कि SBI PO या IBPS के जो previous years questions है उनको पहले देखो, understand how questions are solved, ठीक है. Then moderate sets करो, two in number, and this should be done from past papers like you can target test के papers, you can target CMAT के papers, SNAP के papers where questions are relatively moderate, right? Then if you are moderate in this section, 1 hour should be enough. 4 sets again should be enough. 3 to 4 sets karo, that should be enough. 2 should be a moderate, that is from SNAP, IFT and MAT के previous years papers, and 2 should be difficult. This is very very important. अगर 3 set करते हो, ये 1 करो moderate, 2 difficult करो, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है, ठीक है. Now these difficult sets, let me tell you, should be from past year mocks. Past year mocks उठाइए, दो करके set solve करते जाइए. There's a lot of available material on the internet. You can get your hands on them very very easily, ठीक है. And people who have LRD as the strongest subjects, 45 minutes बहुत है, 2 sets बहुत है. Make sure you practice from past year mocks या फिर past year CAT papers या past year जो भी आप पेपर दोगे, जो भी आपका टारगेट है उससे आप प्रैक्टिस करोगे. बट आई वुड ऑलवेज सजेस्ट past year mocks से प्रैक्टिस करो, that would be the best beneficial to you. What about verbal? Weakest अगर है, again very very difficult. Verbal जिनका weakest है, they have to follow a very very rigorous plan. 3 RCs and 5 verbal ability questions, and these RCs should be easily comprehensible. मतलब जो भी RC आप करोगे, it should be such that वो आप समझ पा रहे हो. If you are not understanding RCs, if you are weakest and you are doing difficult RCs, you can never improve in the section. So you should always start off with the basic stuff. Now once you start off with the basic stuff, after doing it for let's say a month, I already told you, right, you would go to the moderate section. आप अगर अच्छे से पढ़ोगे, you would never be weakest in any section, right? You would go from one type to the another type, right? Then if you are moderate, then 1.5 hours is enough. 1 easy RC करो, 2 medium RCs करो, and 5 VA questions करो. When you are strongest, do not put much time on verbal. 45 minutes to 1 hour is enough. 1 to 2 medium RCs, 1 difficult RCs per day, 5 verbal ability questions. Now, if you are strongest in verbal, if verbal is your strongest area, then I'm sure RCs is a part, reading comprehension is a part where you can score well. So, you should focus more on verbal ability questions, क्योंकि para jumbles के जो questions होते हैं, para summary, para completion के जो questions होते हैं, they are difficult to crack and they come around 30% questions आपके paper में जो आएगा वो इसी के basis पे आएगा, right? So ensure that you practice more of verbal ability questions from past year mocks or past year papers completely on you, but this should be the entire structure of how you should prepare. The time, the number of hours should be proportional to your free time. अगर आपके पास 4 घंटा है तो आप उसके अकॉर्डिंगली पढ़ोगे, अगर आपके पास 6 घंटा है आप उसके अकॉर्डिंगली पढ़ोगे. But this should be done on a regular basis if you want to score a 99 percentile. With proper diligence, let me tell you, 99 percentile is very very achievable. थोड़ा सा भी दिक्कत आपको नहीं होगा, right? We have also our courses. We have an MBA 2020 pendrive course, full batch of MBA 2020 and InMath Snap 2020, individual courses of Quant and LRD. Other courses include GK, BBA and TIFs. For any information or query, you can call or WhatsApp on this number. Also, we have our test series live, CAT test series live. You can go to learnforexam.com and take the free test that is available. Right, about our CAT LRD ebook, you get 200 LRD sets and 4 hours plus of video content. It's also available at a very attractive price, and these are the special courses. I've already told you about this. This is the InMath Snap ebook that's open for pre-ordering, and these are the free tests that you can take daily by just registering yourself at the website. These are the test series, InMath, CAT, Snap, IFT, and if you're weak at quants, you can also get your hands on quant topic tests. And these are the reviews and results of 2019 classes. You can pause the video and check these ones out. And if you're not connected with us, make sure you connect over us over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and Snapchat at Learn for Exam. If you like this video, please make sure you hit the like button. And if you have any concerns, make sure you comment down below and we'll take care of it. Have a very good day ahead and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.